Hey, hi, how you doing? This is the Gamertron, and welcome back to the Gamertron Show. You know, there's a funny saying. Not everything is for everyone, but everything is for anyone. Funny, a bit confusing saying, I know, but just listen for a moment and maybe you'll understand. Every single human being on this planet is a different person. Everybody's tastes, likes, dislikes, thoughts, feelings are different. Everybody is different. Some people may like the same thing, some people may dislike different things. However, everything out there, whether it be sports, movies, books, video games, religion, all those things, everything is still out there, and anyone can like them. Anyone can prefer them over something else. While the different variations of all those things aren't for everybody, someone out there that thing is for. Now, before this commentary gets too heavy, deep, and emotional, let's swing back a bit to what my channel is originally about: video games. And the wonderful thing about video games when it comes to that saying I said at the beginning of the video, while not every video game appeals to everyone, there's at least one video game out there that appeals to someone. Not into violent video games? Well, lucky you. There are video games out there that are more lighthearted, more simple. Some story-based games, some puzzle games, some platformers. Maybe you're really interested in storytelling. It's why you watch movies and read books for story. There are great, magnificent video games out there that tell fantastic stories from a variety of different genres. Mystery, horror, adventure. Ah yes, adventure. There are so many great video games that feel like you've gone on an adventure. There are video games out there that test your patience, your skills, your creativity. Then we have video games that are colorful, over-the-top, bombastic, cartoonish, and violent to the nth degree. You love over-the-top action movies? Oh boy, can video games sustain your thirst for chaos, gunfire, and explosions. Then maybe you want that perfect mix, that mix of story and action, and something that challenges your mind. Video games can do all those things and more. There are video games that focus on those individual aspects, and there are video games that combine them all together to create something that's truly one of a kind. And this is why, in my opinion, video games surpass movies, television, and novels. Because they can be so many things at the same time. They can tell a great story, they can challenge your intelligence, and provide you with over-the-top ridiculous action. Video games have really evolved and changed in the past few decades. What started out as 2 lines and a little dot, Pong, has changed and grown into something wondrous and spectacular and varied and diverse and jaw-dropping and... if you guys don't know already, I love video games. And not just from the practical and the artistic point of view have video games changed, but also the social aspect to video games. Video games are no longer a niche thing. Playing video games is no longer something that's looked down upon or disgraceful. I mean, just a decade ago, just 10 years ago, video games were still in that cliche, in that stereotype that they were only for nerds and geeks and social outcasts who don't know how to interact with society, which, as we all knew, was a bullshit lie, spread by the ignorant. And now look at what video games have become. While they haven't become... I wouldn't say they've become entirely mainstream. It's gotten to a point where video games are truly accepted in society. They are that source of entertainment that anybody of any age, of any gender, race, any association or asphyxiation with anything can play. And no matter your likes or dislikes, there's gonna be a video game out there for you that you will enjoy. Maybe it's not a AAA blockbuster game like Call of Duty, Battlefield, or Halo. Maybe it's not a first-person shooter. Maybe it's not the mobile games and the simple games like Angry Birds, or Candy Crush, or Tetris. Maybe that's not for you. Maybe puzzle games like Portal, Limbo, or Braid just ain't for you. But you know what? There is a video game for you. Even if you're not into video games, there's that one video game that just clicks right with you. Or of course, that could be several different video games. I mean, look at me. I own and play over 300 different video games, and I just about like them all. But I would be lying if I didn't say there were some video games that just aren't for me, that don't click well for me. And there are others that do. But there is literally a video game for everybody, you just have to look for it. Whether you're just getting into gaming or you're a longtime gamer looking for something new. And that's the beautiful thing about video games, that there is literally a video game for everybody. Yes, I know I'm repeating myself, I sound like a broken record, but I'm trying to get my point across. Let me give an example. I'm not the biggest into reading, I'm not the biggest into books or novels. But I really like the book Hatchet by Gary Paulson. I was actually really interested and invested in the story. I just had to turn page after page to see what would happen next. That book, that story, that writing was for me. It worked for me. It was the book for me. And it's like that with video games. And individual video game genres. Say you don't like this one kind of first-person shooter. Say you don't like Call of Duty. It's not for you. Then try Halo, and lo and behold, you actually enjoy yourself playing it. Say you try Assassin's Creed and you don't like it, it's just not for you. Then play the Batman Arkham games, Arkham Asylum, or play Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor, you may turn out you love it. And to give a more personal example, I didn't like Dragon Age Origins, but I played Dragon Age Inquisition, and I love Dragon Age Inquisition. Wasn't a big fan of its prequel, though. And that's what I'm getting at. You may not like every game, but there is a game out there you will like, guarantee it. There is literally a video game out there for everybody, and that's the beautiful thing about video games. Yes, it holds true to the media culture in general, to movies, novels, and video games. Like I said at the beginning of this video, not everything is for everybody, but everything is for anyone. And that is especially true when it comes to video games. We're all unique, we're all different, we all have different likes and dislikes. So just keep that in mind when you come across a video game that you love or you hate. Because for every video game you like and every video game you dislike, someone else loves what you dislike and hates what you like. That doesn't make either of you wrong or right. It just, not everything is for everybody, but everything is for anyone. This has been the Gamertron. This has been a video. If you liked the video in any way, shape, or form, please hit the like button. Hitting the like button helps me, helps you, helps everybody involved with the video. If you hit the like button, what are your thoughts and feelings on this video, on the subject I talked about? I'd love to hear your opinions in the comment section below. Please leave a comment. I don't get enough comments. I love reading comments. And finally, I am the Gamertron. I love video games, and I love talking about video games. And if that's something that interests you, please consider subscribing to my channel and supporting me. This has been a video, and I will see you guys later.